A fun moment on the internet when Jack Dorsey, the former CEO of Twitter, he's kind of coming into his own. He's no longer, he's unleashed,
He's a free man, yeah. He's weighing in on all kinds of stuff.
And he's always been a very, he's always been a very eclectic person. I guess he's just had a leash around it, or a noose around his neck, given the Twitter board and all of that. Well, this was a fun one. So CNN's Brian Stelter, let's put this up there on the screen. He says, Tucker Carlson is always selling the same thing, the Washington Post says. He's selling doubt. Some of that is true. But Jack replies, oh, and you all are selling hope? To which got 5,000 retweets, only 40,000 likes. And somebody replies, every single broadcast news channel is selling the same thing, add viewership. And Jack responds, yep. But what I especially love, Krystal, is that the author of the Washington Post piece got really upset with Jack for going after him. And he says that really what it is that it's ludicrous for him to attack him, and that it's basically his response, Philip Bump, to the Jack Dorsey kind of subtweet, says, in this context, that is not the alternative. But I appreciate your sharing your thoughts, Jack. What does that even mean? In this context? So you're being a critic, you're selling doubt, and Jack goes, oh yeah, you guys are selling hope. And he's like, whoa, 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 that's not the alternative to what we're just calling out, something what we see.
Right, well, which is fair, but he's responding directly to Brian Stelter. So that's why this is about CNN.
Right. This is about CNN. And this is about the fact that this entire system is bullshit. And it's all built on engagement to keep up a dying business, which is cable. Right. I don't know why people can't own up to that. And it also is why CNN and MSNBC critics of Fox, they'll never turn the mirror upon themselves.
Yeah.
It's like, no, a pox on all your houses. You're all bad.
We played that extremely weirdly awkward segment of Stelter with the Yale researcher.
Oh my God.
Who, what he did is he had paid Fox News viewers to watch CNN.
Yes.
And then evaluated how their opinions shifted. And of course, CNN loved to seize on this to basically be like, look, Fox's, viewers are being lied to and their brains are being washed. True, totally true. But what they didn't want to talk about was the other part of the study that said that also CNN is engaged in a lot of the same sort of partisan filtering tactics where they just show you things that are convenient to their team and whatever narrative they ultimately want to push. And so Stelter had this Yale researcher on to break down the data and was faced with the uncomfortable moment of the researcher telling him to his face, like, you guys do this too, by the way, right?
Yeah.
And Stelter gets all flustered. He's like, that feels like whataboutism. And it's like,
what do you mean?
Yeah.
Wait, why does
he
sits
like this?
It's so weird.
But yeah,
Ryan,
he does. That's right. He leans in like this. Yeah. Anyway, the fact of the matter is, look, they have the same business model. It is true, like Fox was built directly as a political project. CNN and MSNBC were just built as money-making ventures. So there is sort of like something different at their DNA. We could certainly debate, who goes further, which is more damaging, which is worse, et cetera, et cetera. But ultimately, the model is basically the same. The person was like, it's all about, making people hate each other and like stick around for ad dollars. That's really it.
Yep.
The programming is not the actual product that CNN is selling. These are all ways to just get you to stick around for the next commercial break. That's it. And so anyone who doesn't recognize the water that they themselves are swimming in, is not going to be their commentary is not going to be particularly useful, I guess I would say.
That's right.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching. More for you later. Cable news is ripping us apart, dividing the country, making it impossible to function as a society, and making it impossible to know just what is true and what is false. But the good news is they are failing and they know it.
That is why we're building something new, a new mainstream, a healthier one, something more trustworthy, something that we are going to need in one of the most pivotal times in American history. We are building up here for the midterms, for the upcoming presidential election, but we need your help. So if you can help us out by becoming a premium member today at breakingpoints.com, we're trying to change America for the better and the entire world.
So what are you waiting for, guys? Go to breakingpoints.com and sign up and help us build a new mainstream.